this by showcasing the young student athletes of African heritage from both Armbrae Academy and Auburn Drive High School. To make this evening's event even more special, we've invited some very influential members of the African Nova Scotian community who, we are grateful to say, are also a part of our Armbrae community. I'd like to take a few moments to acknowledge and introduce these special guests to you, beginning with our Armbrae and Auburn families. That's where you get... In formal events like this, when there's a pause, that's where the gratuitous clapping comes in. Irving Carvery, president of the Africville Genealogy Society. Mayanne Francis, the first African Nova Scotian and second female Lieutenant Governor of Nova Scotia. She's also the great aunt of number 6, Nevaeh O'Connell. Susie Hanson, member of the Legislative Assembly representing Halifax Needham. Ashley Hill, founder and executive director of Prep Academy. Karen Hudson, the principal of Auburn Drive High School. Augie Jones, principal of the Akerley campus of NSCC, founder of the Empathize Others platform, and longtime Armbrae advisor. Tina Skier, one of 7 members of the Black Lives Matter Golf Committee, whose focus is to make golf more accessible to the BIPOC community by breaking down economic and social barriers. BLMG is going into its 4th year, and note that Tina is also the mother of Armbrae head coach Jalen Skier. Wendell Skier, formerly a provincial talent in both football and track and field, retired U Sport basketball referee, and grandpa to Coach Skier. Mark Smith, Director of Sport for Sport Nova Scotia, former head coach of the Senior Women's Olympic Softball Program, and co-founder and creator of the Black and Indigenous Coaching Mentorship Program, alongside his wife, Ann Dodge. Head coaches Skier from Armbrae and Dewan Ash from Auburn, as well as Armbrae assistant coach Chelsea Slaughter-Wright, are members of that program. Leslie States, Deputy Commissioner of the MWBA, the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Cherise Thompson, preschool and pre-primary teacher here at Armbrae and Mr. Carvery's niece. And finally, I would like to invite Nye Johnson, grade 10 Armbrae student, to the microphone to read the acknowledgements and to introduce Jody Upshaw for the singing of Lift Every Voice. Nye. Good? I guess. Just read it. Don't have to look up. Just read it.
Armbrae Academy is located on the unceded and ancestral territory. Oh, I already messed up.
Start right here, ancestral land.
Ancestral land of the Mi'kmaq First Nations people. Mi'kmaq is still home to many Mi'kmaq peoples, the original caretakers of this land. We are treaty people. We also recognize that African Nova Scotians are a distinct people whose histories and legacies contributions have enriched that part of Mi'kmaq known as Nova Scotians for over 400 years. I would now like to introduce Jody Upshaw, a 5-time nominated Nova Scotian R&B artist and the recipient of the African Nova Scotians Music Rising Star Award. Please welcome Jody here to sing the Nova Scotian National Anthem, Lift Every Voice.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. Thank you, Nine, and thank you, Jody. It's my honor to introduce to you now Mr. Augie Jones. Augie is quite busy with his leadership role at NSCC and in high demand as a consultant, inspiring conversations with organizations and governments on topics such as race, class, ability, gender, marginalization, and power and privilege. Armbrae is fortunate to be one of Augie's partner organizations, and we're thankful that he is helping us declare and define our commitments to inclusion. Please join me in welcoming Augie to the microphone.
Thanks. So I know we're here for a basketball game, so I'm going to be very quick. But one of the things I want to contextualize for the group is the link between student athletics and what's happening here and what you see here. What you see here tonight is a celebration of advancement by Armbrae Academy to go in a direction of adding new faces and new voices to the table. And I would say from Saj to Jaylyn to Francis to, there's a lot of people that were involved in this. And also kudos to Steve Clark for reaching out and saying we would like to expand what our school looks like and what our team looks like. I remember I played at St. FX and Coach K. Konchowski, who retired 2 years or after 45 years. One of the things people may not know is that in the 70s, he was one of the first coaches to bring black athletes to the little town of Adigonish. And then you think about 45 years later, look at the team now and look at the school now. So I wanted to point out that what you're seeing now is the beauty of diversity. You see a coaching staff here that's all female. That's beautiful diversity. That's beautiful. We see a school in Auburn that has my longtime friend from high school, Karen Hudson, Principal of the Year, orchestrated Afrocentric math cohort, which is doing fantastic things at Auburn as well. And then the last thing I'd like to acknowledge, and probably first, would be all the players that took the chance to come and try Armbrae out, and all the parents that supported that. So John Tramble, Jaylyn, I want to really thank you for the work that you put in to make this happen. And lastly, to the athletes, I know it's tough to be a student athlete, right? You have studying to do, you got practice. If you're not an athlete, you don't know what type of life that is to be a student athlete, but to come to a brand new school and blaze a trail is what many, many people do in order to open up doors to diversity, inclusion. And what it just means is this is what it's supposed to be about, that everyone's allowed to play. And we know that there were times when certain people couldn't play certain sports and certain people couldn't go to certain schools. Well, what you're going to see tonight is those days are over, and we're going to move forward with diversity. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Augie. In closing, in a moment, I would ask that the members of both teams join me at center court for a photo, and we're going to include the coaches, the referees, along with Jody and Augie and May and Francis. So, Nevaeh, that's your cue, right? Following the photo, there will be a ceremonial tip-off at center court. Mayan will do the honors along with Gabby Morash from Armbrae and Jamie Lynn Provo from Auburn. So let's gather for the photo. While these folks are gathering, just a quick announcement to Armbrae families that on Thursday, Feb 2nd, our normal Thursday morning assembly, please come on out for that. That's our African Heritage Month assembly, hosted by the African Canadian Studies class. So love to see you out Thursday morning, Feb 2nd, 8:30. We'll have coffee and donuts, so be there. Okay, let's do the picture. Mr. Ingram, you ready for us? Great. So guys, just go ahead. Mr. Ingram will tell you where to sit or stand or whatever. Yeah.
minutes, 2 minutes until game time. That's 2 minutes until game time. While we're gathered here on this lovely fun, we might as well play some basketball. Let's get set for the action coming up. Let's get ready for Division I Senior High Girls Basketball action between the Auburn Eagles and your Armbrae Ospreys. So without further ado, let's get set for your starting lineups. For the Auburn Eagles, number 2, Taya Frazier. Number 5, Zay Smith. Number 8, Lily Langell. Number 10, Jamie Provo. And number 12, Sophie Carmichael. And now your starting lineups for your Armbrae Ospreys. Number 7, Sasha Neal Duff. Number 4, Gabby Moraes. Number 2, Iris Lushner. Number 9, Lily Francois. And number 15, Emily Nunes-Sapien. Without further ado, folks, let's play ball.
And there you have it, folks. We got Wyatt Clark, grade 9 student at Armbrae Academy, setting the tone with announcing the starters. We got an amazing game tonight, great matchup. The Auburn Eagles are in town over in Halifax to Armbrae Academy, and Emily Nunes-Sabine gets the ball rolling with 2 points of her own to start the kickoff for at Armbrae, the African Heritage Month celebration. And Lily Langell starts the scoring off for the Eagles. You have John Tramble, here director of basketball here at Armbrae Academy, on the mic. Hopefully I will not be the only voice that you hear joining me this evening as I do the play-by-play and color commentary for the Ospreys versus the Eagles. The Battle of the Birds taking place here at Armbrae Academy. Lily Francois bobbles it up. Carmichael passes it to Zai Smith. Back to Sophie Carmichael for a mid-range J. Gabby Morash finds Emily Nunes-Sabine. The left-hand scoop. And no good. Jamie Lynn Provo gobbles up that rebound. Cortea, Oliver Frazier with the miss. Morash leading the charge up at the top. And that'll be a turnover for the Ospreys. Got a jam-packed house already at Armbrae Academy. Again, as we celebrate African Heritage Month, a little kickoff. Very fitting, as in the United States, we're celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And the Eagles with the miss. Emily Nunes-Sabine leading the charge. Looking for Morash. Sasha Dab on the block. Kicks it to Iris Lushner at the top. Right-hand drive to Emily Nunes-Sabine. Dab with the rebound with the right. And just short. Nice bounce pass by Langell to Smith for 2 when the Eagles are up 6-2. Francois right to left, back to the right, the scoop-a loop for 2. A little bit of full court press. Morash on Langell to Smith. And she goes to her right. And no box out on Langell, and that is going to be too easy for 2. And the Ospreys head coach, Jalen Skier, will take a timeout. 7:32, the Eagles 6-4. It's the first time the two schools representing the Birds of the Eagles and the Ospreys are squaring off tonight. Last year, there was the Eagles actually were again. I guess the two new teams, the Div 1 Ospreys and the Eagles, both young teams, both very talented, very well coached. Duan Ash took the lead last year, led the Eagles into the playoffs, almost upset Citadel. So the Ospreys met in the other semifinal, playing the West, and then meeting Citadel in the city championship. Both teams will be looking to get there in March. And Morash controlling the point to Emily Nunes-Sabine. To Lushner. Lushner with the right. She pops it for 3 and just long. Provo. Stolen by Dab. Back to Morash. The grade 9 point guard with the left hand to Emily. Provo to Smith. And she will get to the charity stripe. And checking in for the Ospreys, number 11, Lenasia Jordan, grade 10 student at Armbrae. Smith misses the first. And misses the second. Dab gobbles the rebound. Morash kicks it to Francois. She drives and just can't get it to go. The rim's got a little bit of saran wrap covering them early for the Ospreys. Jordan, right hand drive. Smith doing a great job staying in front. It will remain Osprey ball. And we got 16 on the shot clock. And that's another turnover for the Ospreys. I think I'll be saying this all night, but amazing crowd so far, great turnout. I think that there's no seats right now in the Osprey nest. Zay bangs a 3, and the Eagles take 11-4, and Morash say no more, taking it to the hoop for 2. Thomas, ooh, nice between the legs, right to left. takes it to the hoop, and will get to the line. And that'll be a foul on number 2, Iris Luschner. And we'll have Nevaeh O'Connell coming in, number 6. And for the Eagles, Nashia Brooks, number 7. Number 10, Jamie Lynn Provo. Jamie Lynn Provo, the dual sport athlete, representing Nova Scotia at the Canada Games for soccer. She's a transfer from Dartmouth High. And Nashia Brooks, the talented point guard. Again, both teams play an array of grade 11s, and showing that Nova Scotia talent is definitely there with the youth. Morash with the ball, guarded by Langell. She also Dartmouth High transfer this year, alongside Provo. Morash taking it to the left and steps out of bounds, and that is another turnover for the Ospreys. And you hear it loud and clear from Wyatt Clark, announcer, number 12, Maddie Ellesmere, checking in. Oh, nice tic-tac-toe, and it goes for Jamie Lynn Provo. Nice quick pass by Thomas. Nice face cut there by Lenasia Jordan into the block to Maddie Ellesmere. Back to Nevaeh O'Connell. Nevaeh charging on the left side, kicks it to Dab, mid-range J, connects for 2. Sasha Neal Dab. And Nashia Brooks to Smith, to Provo. Fakes left, goes right, and Sasha Neal Dab says, welcome to the block party. It's on 14-0-0 Oxford Street. Gotta love the camaraderie of both teams as Jamie Lynn Provo dabbed up, and said, nice block. Jamie Lynn Provo taking it in, and she draws the foul. And the foul on Lenasia Jordan. Didn't like the call. But our official, Lonzo, says otherwise. Jamie Lynn Provo at the line, misses the first. Coming out, and Lenasia gobbles it up. Iris Luschner setting the table for the Osprey offense to Jordan, kicks it to O'Connell, good ball movement, nice ball screen, nice inside pass to Emily, and off the window, but the window is closed. Nashia Brooks on a 2v1 to Jemiah Thomas, misses with the left, but Cortea misses with the right. The Eagles gotta love the energy coming out here, playing tough. Luschner taken to the hoop for Maddie Ellesmere for 3, and it's long. Provo can't handle the rebound, and it'll be Osprey basketball. 7-point lead for the Eagles. 4-11 in the first quarter. Nice. Baseline inbounds, gets it to Ellesmere, back door to Luschner, to Emily. Lenasia Jordan kicks it to Ellesmere, and she'll pull it with the left, and that is no good. Nashia Brooks, right to left, and gets called for the rockin' the cradle.
Making her debut for the Armbrae Ospreys, number 10, Amaya.
This is, I gotta say, this is amazing for women's basketball in the city. We are at standing room only. As fans start to walk in and watch these two great teams battle it out, and also kick off African Heritage Month. And another turnover for the Ospreys, and Thomas, nice bounce pass to Jamie Lynn Provo, but misses the layup. So love to have that one back. Zay Smith, number 5, coming in, as well as forward number 12, Sophie Carmichael, both grade 12s at Auburn Eagles. And Nashia Brooks can't get it to go. Carmichael battling for it. Cortea Frazier gets it to Nashia. Jemiah back to Sophie Carmichael. Gee, and that is going to be 3 chances for the Eagles. And Amaya Tolliver scoops up the block from Emily Nunes-Sabine. Nice bounce pass to Nevaeh O'Connell from Morash. And Nevaeh will get her first trip to the charity stripe. Hopefully for a $2 donation. And O'Connell donates $1 to the Osprey Fund. And the rim is very generous also after that donation. Another $1 to the Osprey Fund. 15-10 here for the Eagles. Jemiah Thomas up in the top. Nice backdoor pass to Cortea Frazier. Nevaeh knocks it out of the hands, and it'll be Eagles ball. Eagles setting up in a stack formation. And Cortea scoops that up and makes no mistake. Lanasia Jordan from downtown, dialing up from Spryfield. Sophie Carmichael with the left and banks it home for 2. 6-point lead for the Eagles. Gabby Morash to Lanasia Jordan. Spears up Jemiah, takes it, and
foul on number 3 for the Eagles, Jemiah Thomas.
the Ospreys ball on the sideline. Morash takes it out of bounds. And Loosener at the top to Jordan. Going left, drive, and knocks it down. Lanasia Jordan answering Coach Spears' call to take it left, and yes, she does. Great take by Smith off the window. Speedy guard can't get it to go, and that's that full court pressure. And another foul by Lanasia Jordan. Disagrees with the call. Her second. Team foul number 3, which could also be a mistake, as my senior boys basketball team does the block. Not saying that they're not doing a good job, but they need to fix that. It's 4 fouls. Again, the game sheet is probably good to go. Nice inside look to Frazier. Back to Brooks. Brooks to the left side, guarded by Morash. And Brooks for 2. Morash to Iris. Stop and pop. And the shop's not open. Lily Langell behind the back to her left. Morash all over Francois. Great defense. Luschner. Morash guarding Smith. Going to the right. Kicks it out to Langell. Langell again going behind the back. Spin with the scoop. And it's too hot to handle for Maya Tolliver. Eagles basketball.
Auburn basketball.
Again, the fans starting to pile it in. Morash trying to get it to Luschner, and that's stolen by Frazier. 2 points. And now the lead goes back to 8. Luschner double teamed. Nevaeh O'Connell stolen by Frazier. And it's a 10-point lead. 16 left in the quarter. Tolliver over to O'Connell. Morash in the corner for 3. Long. Carmichael gets it to Langell. She's got 4 on the clock. And a foul by Iris Luschner, sending Langell to the line. Again, turnovers continue to cost the Ospreys. The Eagles are taking full advantage. Langell at the line, can't get the first one to go. 2 seconds left in the quarter. And misses the second. Tolliver gets the rebound. And that will do it for the first quarter as the Eagles have a 10-point lead, 25-15, leading the Ospreys. And we'll get back to second quarter action. Again, John Tramble here on the call. Might have some guests joining me as the game continues. Like I said, standing room only here at the Osprey Nest for the Armbrae African Heritage Month kickoff between 2 excellent schools, Armbrae Ospreys and Auburn Eagles. We have some esteemed guests joining us in the gym today as I look around. We have Augie Jones, principal of the NSCC Akeley campus, as well as founder of Empathize Others, not Emphasize, Empathize Others, my mistake. We have Mark Smith and his wife Ann Dodge in the crowd. Principal Miss Hudson, my actual former vice principal at Prince Andrew, which is now Woodlawn. And we'll get back to the action, second quarter. If you missed it, folks, we had Jody Upshaw singing for us to kick things off tonight. Famous R&B singer. Also former Citadel Phoenix basketball player. And now we're back into the action as the Ospreys get a steal, coming out aggressively. Francois in the corner, right to left, and Provo steals her lunch. And she goes right to left on her own, gets her own rebound, and Dab gets called. For the block. And Dab is going to be subbed out by Emily Nunes-Sabine. Correction, Saban. I apologize, folks, for my stumbling on my words. I have been here at the school teaching all day. And you get to hear me tonight on the call for this great game. Eagles and Ospreys, and now it's a 12-point lead for the Eagles. Iris Luschner dribbling it to the right side, kicks it to Emily. Back to Morash for three, and can't connect. Tamaya Thomas lets it go. Luschner to the hoop, and that'll be off the foot of Luschner. Eagles ball. Zay Smith entering the game, grade 12 student, just recently got signed by the Mystics. Mount St. Vincent Mystics. She'll join Mark Forward's squad next year. Definitely a great pickup. Along with CPA Cheetah, Olivia Alderman. Nice to see members of the Mystics coming out to cheer their potential new teammate next year. And obviously check out the great high school basketball action that we have in store for you tonight. Here, the Eagles and the Ospreys. Morash on the right side, in and out dribble on Langell, and she goes to the hoop, but can't get it to go. Thomas to Smith, right hand drive, and Morash stops her in the tracks. Thomas, long, doesn't go. Francois with the rebound. Into Saban, to O'Connell. Nevea to Francois from deep, and just short. Jamie Lynn Provo to the right, and Francois picks up the foul. And Jamie Lynn heads to the line. And the Eagles continue to charge on the Ospreys, taking advantage of unforced turnovers, getting out in transition, and obviously getting to the line. As the Ospreys have already 2 team fouls with 8 minutes and 16 seconds to go on the clock. You can hear our Osprey announcer, the voice of the Ospreys, Wyatt Clark, announcing the game. Grade 9 student. I'd like to take credit for discovering the talents of Wyatt Clark, as he was giving a nice play-by-play to exciting game of grade 8 floor hockey in my and Miss Gear's gym class. And now he has been requested by many adoring fans across the city to do the play-by-play and in-game announcing. He probably should be taking my job as the in-game announcer here.
Both of these teams are trying to drink in the sweet taste of victory. Jamie Provo at the line.
And Jean Lynn Provo at the line on Wyatt's cue. This is the first, second chance. And she gets it to go, extending it to a 13-point lead. Morash at the point. Guarded by Langell. Will get action with Emily. Morash at the top. Looking for a back door. She gets tripped up. Ospreys looking for a foul, but no go. And it will be Eagles ball. And Luschner picks off the long pass, charging up the floor. Gets it to Emily Saban. And Maddie Ellesmere dials it up. Can't get it to go. Lots of back and forth action. Can't keep up. But rebound by Emily. Nina Saban back out to Morash. It's called by the officials. The Ospreys ball. Morash at the top, left hand pass to Ellesmere, to Luschner from deep, and she dials it downtown from the Wheel Pizza, Rhea in Antigonish. My cousin Kenny will be upset because he owns Kenny's pizza shop there, so I probably should have given him a shout out, but I'm giving him a shout out now. Sorry, cousin Kenny. Smith taking it up to Thomas. Love that quick entry pass from Thomas. Down to Provo. And Cortea Frazier checking in for Jemiah Thomas. Cortea Frazier up at the top, goes to her right, takes it in, and Carmichael gets the rebound. Frazier again, and Smith takes it to the hoop. Off the window, no go. O'Connell to the left, takes it in, and she will go to the line. Right little hesitation move by Nevaeh O'Connell. Shout out to her relatives watching from Cape Breton, tuning in. And shout out to all families actually tuning in, watching these two great teams go at it. Again, the Auburn Eagles, led by Dawn Ash, done a great job rising their program to a new level here. Definitely one of the top teams in Div 1. Shout out to Jalen Skier, head coach of the Ospreys, doing just the same. The Ospreys have also charged up the ranks in the standings. And Provo again at the line. Ospreys still having trouble with the foul count. One team foul to give before the Eagles are in bonus. And another offensive rebound by Carmichael, but blocked by Dabb. And Jamie Lynn fouls O'Connell. Provo subbed in by Thomas, number 3. Jemiah Thomas was the Rookie of the Year last year, the Auburn Eagles. Nevaeh finds Luschner to O'Connell, and O'Connell knocks it down from 3, cutting the Eagles' lead to 6, and Dabb's up at the top, almost gets the steal. O'Connell, Dabb scoops it up, and she's gonna take it all the way for 2, and the Eagles have enough as Coach Ash calls a timeout, and the Ospreys have finally woken up the nest here, as it is 28-24 for the Eagles.
foremost, we'd like to take this time out to remind you of our partners at Maritime Profiles. They bring the lights and the camera, and we bring the action. Thank you to Maritime Profiles for filming this game as well as many others. Check out Maritime Profiles on their YouTube channel for all your local maritime sports, athletes, and highlights.
And we're back to action after a quick timeout by Ash, Coach Ash. As the Ospreys awoke the nest with a 6-0 run here.
The Ospreys are back in contention, and we are back in the game.
We have grade 9 student Wyatt Clark telling you that we're back into action. And Smith up to Thomas, and O'Connell chases it down out of bounds. Brooks dialing up, and Carmichael again on the glass. Frazier to Brooks to Smith, and just wide, but Thomas again gets the rebound, and Nashaya Brooks dials it up for long distance, and very quickly to the hoop is Sabin. Out of bounds, Eagles ball. The Ospreys continue to have trouble keeping the Eagles off the glass. These great efforts by Carmichael and Frazier and Thomas, keeping those second chances alive. And Luschner with the steal on Brooks, takes it to the hoop for the scoop for two. Nicely done by Luschner. The lone grade 12 on the Ospreys. And Tolliver fouls Smith. And again, great sportsmanship by the two teams. Tolliver and Luschner pick up Smith. And she'll toe the line for two. Misses the first. And misses the second, but again, Thomas with the rebound to Frazier. Can't get it to go with the right. Tolliver gets the rebound, and Frazier gets caught with her hand in the cookie jar and is called for the foul. More Ash. Retreat dribble out. Looking for Luschner, and football by Nashaya Brooks.
Into the game for the Auburn Eagles, number 8, Lily Langell.
And Smith is out. Langell is in. Langell. And Rebecca Brown making an appearance for the Ospreys, number 23. Cheering on her teammate. Amaya Tolliver gets the rebound and the put back. And she will go to the charity stripe for a potential $2 donation to the Osprey Fund. Tolliver misses two. Brooks, nice little hesitation. But that's tipped by the Ospreys and given right back to the Eagles. Langell left to right, pop, can't get it, and Thomas gets it. The Ospreys are lucky that steps out of bounds. More Ash to Luschner. Nice pass to Neve O'Connell. To Amaya Tolliver. And that's a little bit of a disconnection between the two. And Dab and Nuna Sabine checking in for Brown and Tolliver. Thomas at the top, looking inside to Carmichael. That is stolen by Dab. Morash and Nuna Sabine for two, and off the window, scooped up by Dab, but it's also scooped up by the Eagles. And now it's scooped up back again by Dab. This back and forth action is getting a little out of hand. The Eagles leading the charge. Frazier, right to left, spin move, and that is missed. Buchner with the rebound, up the court, at the top. Sets the table. O'Connell serving up. A little scoop-a-loop to Dab. O'Connell with the lovely pass to Dab. And now it's a three-point lead for the Eagles. Thomas, love that right to left between the legs crossover. And still invited to the block party by Dab. Smith into Provo, gets to her right, off the window, and Frazier's up there for the put back. 2 points for Frazier. And that's a nice move by Morash. Can't get it to go, and neither can the Eagles, as Langell showing off her quarterback skills with the toss. O'Connell to Luschner to Nunes Sabin. And Nunes Sabin at the line. Hits the first. And misses the second, but Dab gets the offensive board, going to the hoop, and fouled by Jamie Lynn Provo. Both teams are in the penalty. Dab showing that energy that we see from the grade 11. And Jemiah Thomas back in the game for Provo. Dab hits the first. And misses the second. The Ospreys in a zone. The zone has kind of stifled the Eagles a little bit. Brooks misses. And Maddie Ellesmere, the chest pass, and may have gotten lucky there as the Eagles almost gobbled up the steal. The Eagles are in the penalty, so Madeline Ellesmere, grade 11 student here at Armbrae, will step up to shoot two. This is the first. Both teams having trouble at the charity stripe. Again, huge crowd here at the Osprey Nest. Might be losing for the nerves, but no nervousness there. Smith charges up, gets it to Brooks. fans want a foul, but the officials say no. And grade 12, Sophie Carmichael coming back into the game for the Eagles. Nina Sabin, right to left. Francois to Dab, and gets called for too many steps in the park. Zone pressure by the Ospreys into Thomas. Trying to find Frazier. Ellesmere to O'Connell. O'Connell to Nina Sabin. Guarded by Thomas. Nice. Ooh. And Francois also gets called for too many steps. Thomas to Langell. Skip pass to Brooks for three. And again, off the iron and off the top of the backboard. Both teams kind of hit a little stall here. Again, great energy though. Myers-Lucerne taking the ball out of bounds. 55.5 seconds left in the half. 3-point lead, Eagles. And O'Connell up the floor. Behind the back. Crossover, takes it to Dab. Dab out to Nina Sabin, and that will be a foul on Langell. Sending Nina Sabin to the line for two.
At the line for the Ospreys, Emily Nina Sabin. Back into the game for the Ospreys, Lily Francois.
And Emily Nina Sabin gets the first. Misses the second. Frazier to Brooks. Brooks back to Frazier. Back to Brooks. Tied up the three. And Langell in the corner. Goes to her right for the scoop-a-loop pass to Frazier. Can't get it to go. Ellesmere to Luschner, 21 on the clock. Luschner at the top, looking for Dab. And stolen by the Eagles. Thomas with the left. Luschner, 8 seconds on the clock. 6, 5, 4. Francois from three. Boom! And that will send the Ospreys into the locker room, leading 1 over the Eagles, as the score is 34-33 Ospreys. And it is the Armbrae African Heritage Month kickoff. Eagles, Ospreys, Battle of the Birds at the Osprey Nest. John Trammell on the call, and I'll take a break because you're probably done listening to me. And we'll be back for second half action, provided by Maritime Profiles.
game is strategic, I'm bobbing and weaving. Don't argue with demons, okay? Okay. Ain't nothing between us, vacation on Venus. I mean it, I'm someone you ain't, okay. I feel like I'm Jordan when I turn the mic on a dangerous cycle. I make you a rival, I pray for the title. We making the finals, I pray we don't spiral, I pray we don't. I wrote out the vision, been focused and winning. Don't try to guess me, you know that we driven. Nothing get past me, you know we ain't slipping. The team is on 10, man, I promise we different. Scotty and Dennis, we killing opponents. This ain't what you wanted, no way. Yeah, I know it ain't fair, we just taking it there. Hope it's coming through clear.
You can tell that I make it look easy. It's a cheat code. It's a free throw. It feels so illegal. You can tell that I make it look easy. It's a cheat code. It's a free throw. It feels so illegal, yeah. You can tell that I make it look. You can tell that I make it look. You can tell that I make it look. Double take or a second look, bruh. You can tell that I make it look. You can tell that I make it look. You can tell that I make it look. Ain't no wonder why I got shook. illegal. You can tell that I make it look easy. It's a cheat code. It's a free throw. It feels so illegal, yeah.
The game is strategic, I'm bobbing and weaving. Don't argue with demons, okay? Ain't nothing between us, vacation on Venus. I mean it, I'm someone you ain't, okay? I feel like I'm Jordan when I turn the mic on a dangerous cycle. I make you a rival, I pray for the title. We making the finals, I pray we don't spiral, I pray we don't. I wrote out the vision, been focusing winning. Don't try to guess me, you know that we driven. Nothing get past me, you know we ain't slipping. The team is on 10 men, I promise we different. Scotty and Dennis, we killing opponents. This ain't what you wanted, no way. Yeah, I know it ain't fair, we just taking it there. Hope it's coming through clear.
You can tell that I make it look easy. It's a cheat code. It's a free throw. It feels so illegal. You can tell that I make it look easy. It's a cheat code. It's a free throw. It feels so illegal, yeah. You can tell that I make it look. You can tell that I make it look. You can tell that I make it look. Double take or a second look, bruh. You can tell that I make it look. You can tell that I make it look. You can tell that I make it look. Ain't no wonder why I got shook. You can tell that I make it look easy. It's a cheat code. It's a free throw. It feels so illegal. You can tell that I make it look easy. It's a cheat code. It's a free throw. It feels so illegal, yeah.
The game is strategic, I'm bobbing and weaving. Don't argue with demons, okay? Ain't nothing between us, vacation on Venus. I mean it, I'm someone you ain't, okay? I feel like I'm Jordan when I turn the mic on a dangerous cycle. I make you a rival, I pray for the title. We making the finals, I pray we don't spiral, I pray we don't. I wrote out the vision, been focusing winning. Don't try to guess me, you know that we driven. Nothing get past me, you know we ain't slipping. The team is on 10 men, I promise we different. Scotty and Dennis, we killing opponents. This ain't what you wanted, no way. Yeah, I know it ain't fair, we just taking it there. Hope it's coming through clear.
You can tell that I make it look easy. It's a cheat code. It's a free throw. It feels so illegal.
And John Tramble back on the call for the Battle of the Eagles. Battle of the Birds, rather. Got the Eagles taking on the Ospreys. Second half action. And Carmichael with the foul. To start the team fouls for the Eagles on Morash. Lushner taking it up. Looks like the Eagles are in a 1-2-2 press. Francois to Emily Nunes-Sabine. Fans want a traveling call. And turnover by the Ospreys, and Smith leads the attack. Gets to the hoop, and Morash with the foul. Again, we'd like to welcome all our viewers here that tuning in to Maritime Profiles tonight. Here we have a special event here at Armbrae to kick off African Heritage Month on very fitting Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the States. And here we have a packed house actually here at the Osprey Nest to watch these two fantastic teams battle it out. And Carmichael continues the rebounds for the Eagles. Smith kicks it to Brooks. Dab at the top of the zone for the Ospreys, and Smith back on the glass Again, I tell you, the Eagles have brought their Windex as they continue to wipe the glass here at the Osprey nest, just like Irish Lushner continues to pay her long-distance bill for 3. Long-distance connection. And Lily Langell also pays her bills too. And Morash to Francois for 2, and that will do it for Ash as he calls a timeout. Coach Ash doesn't like what he's seeing as the Ospreys extend their lead to 4. Again, if you didn't tune into the first quarter, the Eagles jumped out to a 12-point lead on the Ospreys in front of a packed house here. We got to fight to get a seat in the stands. Just shows how much Halifax love to support high school basketball, especially women's basketball here in the city. Gotta love it. As we have our African Heritage Month kickoff here tonight at Armbrae. Grade 9 announcer you might hear in the background. Shout out to BioSteel supporter. And the Eagles will take it out. And the Ospreys looking to extend their pressure. Morash and Lushner trying to double team Brooks, but she kicks it to Langell. Langell back up to Brooks, finds Frazier, back to Brooks. And almost stolen by Lushner, but Smith, the dynamic guard of Smith, jumps out, but unfortunately out of bounds. Again, gotta love the sportsmanship of the two teams. Morash helped up Smith. But that press, that trap, not helping the Ospreys. Morash gets it to Nunes Sabine. Morash back to Lushner for 3, and she goes back-to-back trays for Lushner. And Langell continues to drop trays like a clumsy waiter as she hits another one. It is the battle of the two clumsy waiters, dropping trays all over the place at the Osprey nest. Lushner and Langell, two teammates on the U17 Nova Scotia team this summer. Another Nova Scotia team member, Nunes Sabian, gets it to go for 2. And it's a 6-point lead for the Ospreys as they steal it. And the Eagles steal it again. Carmichael for 3, and that's just short. Smith again on the glass. Langell to Frazier, to Brooks, to Smith. Smith to Langell. To the right side, gets it going, and the Ospreys extend their invite to the block party to Langell, whether she likes it or not.
Into the game for the Auburn Eagles, number 3, Jemiah Thomas.
And Jemiah Thomas in for the Eagles. And we get a look again at Lenasia Jordan. She had a great start to the first quarter for 5 points, unfortunately in foul trouble. But Thomas and Jordan both could mix it up for both teams out on the court tonight. And shot clock violation as Langell was unable to get it off. Ospreys take it out. Morash looking for a teammate, finds Francois. And that's tipped away by Smith. Thomas, Jordan on the ground. Francois, good recognition not to do the over and back, but unfortunately gets caught playing in the sandbox, rolling around, and it will be Eagles ball. Langell setting the table for the Eagles offense. Hand off to Smith, who charges in, and that is going to be a foul. And that will be Lanasia Jordan's foul again. She did not like that call. She talked to Alonzo, the official. And Smith misses the first, trying to cut down that 6-point lead for the Ospreys. And just wide on the second, and Dab gets it to Morash. Morash to the middle. Nice cut by Francois, leading Morash in. Unfortunately, the rim just has a little bit too much rim wrap for Morash to make it drop. Let's see if she can get it going on the charity stripe. Gets the first. Gabby Morash, grade 9 student, dynamic scorer, really is the floor general for the Ospreys. And she gets 2 points there, extending the lead to 8 for the Ospreys. Smith off the window. Frazier again brought her Windex as she cleans up the glass for 2. Morash to O'Connell. Nice throw, but a little bit too much for O'Connell. And the referees checking the score table, as we'll get the correct score here in a minute.
Give us one moment as we start the proper score.
And it's looking like it's 46-40. That is the correct score. As Nashia Brooks takes it up. Francois pressuring. Brooks. And we're getting our first look at number 6, Sahara Simmons, for the Auburn Eagles. And they double team Morash. And getting a little too handsy for the officials' liking, and they get called for a foul. Seeing the full court press by the Eagles. Morash to Luschner. Smith pressuring in the corner. And Iris Luschner gets called for carrying the ball. Subs coming in for the Ospreys, number 12, Madeline Ellesmere, grade 11. Smith at the top, kicks it to Simmons. Simmons to Brooks, to the right. And that will be called a travel. So back-to-back travel calls by both teams. Osprey ball. And Saban back into the game for Dab. Morash to the hoop with the scoop and gets called for the harm on the Eagles. And Morash will take another trip to the line. Again, shout out to Gabby Morash, who was just recently named It's the U15 team of the Kia Nurse Elite. She'll be joining her teammates from across the country. Misses the first. Crowd goes quiet for Morash. And she hits the second. 7-point lead now for the Ospreys. And we get another look at Sophie Carmichael, grade 12 post player for the Eagles. Definitely a very improved player, as came into her own last year and does a lot of good for the Eagles. And that's no good for the Ospreys as Frazier takes it for 2. Cutting into the lead, down to 5. Ellesmere goes middle, and she puts it in for 2 of her own. Nice take by Ellesmere. And Smith takes it in, can't get it to go. Love Zay's energy. And Nevaeh O'Connell will continue to go to the charity stripe for a hopeful $2 donation to the Osprey Fund. Nevaeh, the grade 11 student, hits the first. And Sasha Neal up at the top of the defensive charge for the Ospreys. Brooks looking into Carmichael, to Simmons. Back out to Smith, to Brooks. Back to Smith for 3, and just wide. But second chance again for the Eagles. Nicely done by Brooks. And Frazier continues to provide the Windex for the Eagles on the glass.
At the line for Auburn, number 2, Taya Frazier.
Taya Frazier, grade 11 student, talented guard. Hasn't really found her shooting touch tonight, but my goodness, definitely is a stat stuffer, and she's continuously gotten rebound after rebound for the Eagles. And we'll cuts it down to 7. Dab, back to O'Connell. Guarded by Cortea Frazier. To Emily Nunes-Sabine. Into Dab for 2. Smith in the corner, pressured, stolen by Dab. And she goes end to end, looks for Emily Nunes-Sabin. And a little kiss off the glass. And Auburn will take their second timeout of the second half. And we'll get it going here. Now it's a 12-point lead for the Ospreys.
That still remains undecided. 2 minutes, 38 seconds left in the third quarter.
John Tramble on the call here, taking a nice little break. And we'll get back to third quarter action here in a second. And we're back to action here. Armbrae African Heritage Month kickoff. Eagles versus the Ospreys. Battle of the Birds. Lily Langell taking the ball up for the Eagles. Inside to Jamie Lynn Provo. Checks back in the game after a little bit of foul trouble. Brooks at the top, guarded heavily by Morash. Nice defense by Morash, disrupting Brooks. And Sasha Dowd invites Carmichael to the block party on 1400 Oxford Street, whether she wants to come or not. Morash. Left-hand pass to Nina Sabin. Nice back door, and that is missed off the glass. Great cut, great find, but can't get it to go. 12-point lead for the Ospreys. Stolen by Francois. Goes all the way for 2. Brooks driving on the right side. Looking for Lily Langell. Langell guarded heavily by O'Connell. O'Connell slaps it away. Jamie Lynn Provo, 4 on the shot clock. And O'Connell takes it up, finds Francois, dials it up from long distance, but no one picks up the phone. Langell, Frazier to Brooks. Brooks hands it off to Jamie Lynn Provo, and that is looking like an offensive foul by Jamie Lynn Provo. And she will check out of the game with Jemiah Thomas coming back in. Lushner taking the ball up. And Emily Nunes-Sabine fakes the handoff, goes in for 2 of her own. 16-point lead for the Ospreys. Thomas in and out between the legs. The scoop-a-loop, no good. And O'Connell cleans it up, getting it to Lushner. Pressured by Thomas with the steal. And that is an easy 2 for Thomas. Lushner. To Emily. Francois in the corner, stolen by Langell. Back-to-back steals for the Eagles. To Smith on the drive, and that's a foul by Emily Nunes. Sabin.
Foul number 15, Emily Nunes-Sabin. That'll bring Auburn to the line.
I got to apologize to Emily as I continue to get her last name wrong. I say Sabine, but it is in actual fact Sabin. And I probably got that wrong too. Emily, I'm sorry. Smith at the line. Misses the first. 6.8 seconds left in the third. Smith at the line. And she misses the second. But again, the Eagles get it back. Thomas for 2. And that is no good. And that is the end of the third quarter. Third quarter action. Ospreys up 14. And we'll take a break.
especially like to thank our esteemed African Nova Scotian guests who have come from far and wide to support Auburn in its quest to be wisdom
And John Trammell will take a break on the call from Maritime Profiles, providing you live streaming action here. Eagles versus Ospreys. John Trammell taking a break.
It feels so illegal, yeah. You can tell that I'm making love. You can tell that I'm making love. You can tell that I'm making love. Double take or a second look, bruh. You can tell that I'm making love. You can tell that I'm making love. You can tell that I'm making love. Ain't no wonder why I got them shook. It's a free throw. It feels so illegal. You can tell that I make it look easy. It's a cheat code. It's a free throw. It feels so illegal, yeah.
The game is strategic, I'm bobbing and weaving. Don't argue with demons, okay? Ain't nothing between us, vacation on Venus. I mean it, I'm somewhere you ain't, okay? I feel like I'm Jordan when I turn the mic on a dangerous cycle. I make you a rival, I pray for the title. We making the finals, I pray we don't spiral, I pray we don't. I wrote out the vision, been focusing winning.
And we're back to fourth quarter action. Eagles, Ospreys, Battle of the Birds. 14-point lead for the Ospreys. Some back and forth action here tonight. Little skip from Lushner to Emily Nunes Sabian for three. Francois with the steal to Nunes Sabian. Off the glass, no good. And Dab picks it up for two. Langell with the ball at the top, between the legs. Nicely done. Kicks it to Carmichael on the wing. Back into Langell, down low. And that is a nice scoop-a-loop with the left hand for two. Emily right to left. And that's stolen by Langell. Getting it done on both ends of the floor to the hoop. And that's an offensive foul as Morash takes the charge, putting the body on the line, the grade 9 guard from Dartmouth. And seeing a little full court pressure now from the Eagles. Francois up the right side into Dab, and it takes two to make a thing go right for two. Inside to Frazier, posted up on Iris Lushner. And nicely done, nice recognition by Thomas to get it into Frazier. Francois looking for that backdoor cut, can't find it. And Frazier takes it up the floor to Thomas. Langell. And a little disconnect between her and Carmichael. And it'll be Osprey's ball. And Nashia Brooks checks back in. Dynamic scorer for the Eagles. Lushner taking the ball up the floor. Finds Ellesmere. Back to Nunes Sabian. And that's another turnover by the Ospreys. And Frazier takes it all the way. Morash charging up the floor. Kicks it to Luschner. Luschner thought about the shot. And that's going to be 3 in a row turnovers for the Ospreys. And Coach Skier has had enough. Calls the timeout. Settle down her team. And we're returning back to action. 7:09 on the clock. Eagles with the ball. Kicks it to Thomas for 3, and she dials it up all the way from R&B Kitchen. Check it out. Their menu is delicious. Smith. Stolen by Ellesmere to Nunes. Sabin back to Ellesmere at the top. Finds Luschner. And she nails it all the way from Arisag, Malignant Cove. Also an incredible destination if you're traveling in the summer. And a little 2v1, Ellesmere back to Emily Nunes Sabine, and that song, It Takes Two, continues playing for the Ospreys. Smith, Carmichael, inside. It is heating up here at the Osprey Nest, folks, as these two teams are battling in the fourth quarter. 5:57 left on the clock. Lenasia Jordan, number 11 for the Ospreys, checks back in for Emily Nunes Sabin. Morash at the top to Jordan. And Lenasia, little heat check for her. And she sprints back, gets the rebound, and it's tied up, and that's going to be a jump ball. And I believe the Eagles have the possession arrow pointing in their favor. Smith takes the ball out. Inside of Jamie Lynn Provo on the grade 10 Tolliver. Luschner double teamed. Looking for her friends, and she finds her friend, Nevaeh O'Connell, who then kicks it to Ellesmere. Back to Nevaeh O'Connell, into Luschner, and that is unfortunately not a go for the Ospreys. Great ball movement. You gotta love it. Back and forth. Nevaeh O'Connell at the top. Looks inside to Tolliver, gets it done, and so does Tolliver for 2. Again, back and forth. I believe the cousin connection, actually. Tolliver and Connell. And Zashanil Dab coming back in the game for Jordan. Shout out to Athletic Director Sue Beasley stepping onto the court, making sure everything is safe here at the Osprey Nest. Smith to Langell, nice rhythm on that shot, and that is a little swoosh, as the kids say. They probably don't, but anyway. Inside look, Francois to Dab, stolen by Thomas, and Smith takes it. Can't get it to go. Jamie Lynn Provo with another shot, and that is short. Luschner on the left side gets to her right, scoops it up, and that is another scoop-a-loop for two from Luschner. Only standing room here at the Osprey Nest as fans are packing it in here for great fourth quarter action. Auburn versus Armbrae. Luschner at the top to Francois. Francois right to left. Back door to Gabby Morash. Gabby Morash doesn't like it, kicks it out to O'Connell. O'Connell looking inside. 7 on the shot clock to Luschner. To Francois, to Dab, and that is a little hook inspired by Jabbar, but a little uninspiring for Dab's liking. Frazier to Carmichael. Carmichael. Short, Luschner with the rebound. To Morash, little 3v2, and she takes it to the hoop, off the glass, can't get it to go. And Jamie Lynn gets it to Langell. Langell taking it in. Nice dribbling action by her. Unlucky. Morash at the top. Francois with the face cut. Dab with the rebound. O'Connell for 3. Taking it in on her own. And she likes what she sees as she kisses it off the window for 2. And we'll take a timeout.
And the greatest part of all is it's not even over yet. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in the game.
So we got 2:58 on the clock. 20-point lead for the Ospreys over the Eagles. Again, the score does not dictate how hard these two teams have fought, as the Eagles have done a great job coming into the nest. And a couple adjustments. I'm looking forward to the second matchup of these two teams. Both teams very well coached. Again, Skier joined by... Sorry, I got sidetracked by Langell, who connects it downtown for 3 points. Trying to do two things at once, be a DJ and a color commentator, as Wyatt Clark calls me out for keeping the music on. It is not an NBA game where they actually do play music during the play. My mistake. Anyways, as I was saying, both teams are very well coached. Coach Skier joined by Jasmine Parent and Chelsea Slaughter Wright, as well as Coach Duan Ash, joined by Lauren Tolliver. And Lily Langell continues to take it to the hoop for the Eagles as she will return to the line. Langell gets the first one to go. Hoping to cut into this lead by the Ospreys. And she does. O'Connell at the top. Morash to Francois. And she gets a little ice cream float to go. Nicely done by Francois. Langell setting the Eagles offense. And Kylie McIntyre checking into the game for the Eagles. And number 3, Gabriella Farron, and number 23, Rebecca Brown checking the game for the Ospreys. Hoping to close out this game. And Carmichael gets the rebound and 2 of her own. 15-point lead for the Ospreys into Brown. Kicks it out to Nevaeh O'Connell. And she decides to order the ice cream float on the menu. And Sierra Grant turns it over, and Gabriella Farron to the hoop. And Sophie Carmichael says, I don't think so. 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock. 15-point lead for the Ospreys. Gabriella Farron at the top to Francois. Into Rebecca Brown. Double teamed inside, and that will be an offensive foul on Rebecca Brown. Francois 2-on-1 with Gabriella Farron. Misses the left hand. And Sierra Grant taking it up, double team by the Ospreys. And it will be Ospreys basketball. Morash to Gabriella Farron to Francois for 3. And she makes no mistake off the assist from Farron. Gabriella Farron, grade 8 student here at Armbrae Academy. Bedford product. And Gabriella Morash with the steal, and that could be all as the clock ticks down on a very special night here at Armbrae Academy, as we had Armbrae African Heritage Month kickoff. Want to thank the Auburn Eagles and the Armbrae Ospreys for making this game and event very special. Thank you very much to our distinguished guests, Jody Upshaw singing the national anthem, and Augie Jones, guest speaker for the game. Awesome night, and looking forward to the rematch between these two talented teams as the Ospreys will head to the Eagle Nest, I believe, next week. Both teams are looking to make noise in the playoffs. And that will do it here for Tuesday night basketball, Div 1 high school girls basketball. John Tramble on the call. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Maritime Profiles for providing great live streaming to our athletes and promoting our high school sports. And have a great night. Get home safe. And until next time, hopefully I'll have a color commentator to relieve you of listening to me for 40 minutes of basketball. Good night.
It's a free throw. If it's so illegal, you can tell that I make it look easy. It's a cheat code. It's a free throw. If it's so illegal, yeah.
The game is strategic, I'm bobbing and weaving. Don't argue with demons, okay? Ain't nothing between us, vacation on Venus. I mean it, I'm somewhere you ain't, okay? I feel like I'm Jordan when I turn the mic on a dangerous cycle. I make you a rival, I pray for the title. We making the finals, I pray we don't spiral, I pray we don't. I wrote out the vision, been focusing winning. Don't try to guess me, you know that we driven. Nothing get past me, you know we ain't slipping. The team is on 10, man, I promise we different. Scotty and Dennis, we killing opponents. This ain't what you wanted, no way. Yeah, I know it ain't fair, we just taking it there. Hope it's coming through clear.
You can tell that I make it look easy. It's a cheat code. It's a free throw. If it's so illegal, you can tell that I make it look easy. It's a cheat code. It's a free throw. If it's so illegal, yeah. You can tell that I make it look. You can tell that I make it look. You can tell that I make it look. Double take or a second look, bruh. You can tell that I make it look. You can tell that I make it look. You can tell that I make it look. Ain't no wonder why I got them shook.